good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the football first. This Red River rivalry has such a history of great finishes, and the Longhorns pulled that one out last year, David.
Yeah, they found a way to get it done. And listen, this rivalry means so much. You think OU Jesse's heard a little bit about this over the last year?
Of course they have, David. I think both these teams, because of how last year's game ended, they knew this one was going to be a dogfight. They were prepared to come in here and play 60 minutes plus to try to get the W.
Got him downfield. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Apparently, line number one on the game plan, attack. Now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quickly out to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Turning it on. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I really like how the quarterback was just able to turn the page that time, right? On first down, he got sacked. Now it's second, and it's long, and it's an obvious passing situation. A lot of guys would be worried they're going to get sacked again. Clock's going off. This guy was just poised. He saw a lane. He took off, and not only did he get a couple of yards, he picked up the first down. This guy needs to keep scrambling.
Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They want to flex their muscle. Three tight ends on the... Sneaks it in.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Texas offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really
offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw, it's McCreary. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what?
And they will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass, this quarterback getting a little bit of confidence, this passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Sims. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix... calling. How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The play action fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm Jesse, they had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this run.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy's no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is how you get it done. Third down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on third down?
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Longhorns will snap it on first and 10. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Dropping back, it's McCreary. He wants to go deep. He caught it. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's McCreary. Throws to the tight end. Going over the middle, it's Avant. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Avant. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Sims. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21.
That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's McCreary. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to rub the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
They'll go to the ground. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see.
Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Sooners are flying down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can roll back into this one. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's McCreary. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that was a play where maybe the big target was open quicker or sooner than the quarterback had anticipated, but it's still no excuse to throw the ball off your back leg. You got to chop up your steps, you got to get a good base, and you got to step into the throw.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And his slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sims.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
They'll run play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. Reads the tackle, and he's got room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a man. It's McCreary. Firing to the right, complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Barrels ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th. Touchdown, Texas! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really
got room on, just keeps moving.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to beat Greg right here to end the game.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt is in the air. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with the tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted golden hat.